that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Murray. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Safe. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Boys down. He's coming.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. This is Hines. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Watson just beating the play clock. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And on for the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Now Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike, check. 59. All day, pull. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. Watch the run.
From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike 59.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Texans are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
58, boys. 58. Mike. All right. Hey, 59. And no timeout. Let's get there. Watch safety creep. 24. Safety's creeping. China, run.
They'll try to run with Hines. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check hard. Lefty. Shoot.
A quick toss out right, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have taken the early lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Cardinals nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Drake. So that one will be accepted. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Cohen. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st down, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never got a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 27, Murray. Open man completes it to Butler. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
First down.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. From the gun, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. It felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Watson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 78 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Texans 17, Cardinals 3. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Buda Baker.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
No gain.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? The final shot before the break. Watson, he's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, alert! Check 43. Jim.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Hey, we're heavy on the edges,
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Flushed out right, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4. Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
59, Mike, 59, Mike, check, 59. In your face. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm
They run the counter. It's Hines. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Murray, you give. This is Drake.
A 1st down and more for Drake. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running, it's Drake. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Drake. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, Murray. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That's the end of
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
59, mark, 59, mark, check, 59. Blue there.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Pull it together. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Their own 12-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ross Blacklock in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Murray toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
3 bus. Mike spot 9. Here we go. He's coming.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
59 mark. Check. Alert. Scan situation. Let's go.
Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
At the 7-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nyheim Hines, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 34, Cardinals 3. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Murray, and he's going to go down again. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
On 1st down, Hines. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, defense, let's go. Kill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 59. 24. You got it, son. Check safety.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block them.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
What's up? 19! Marcus 59. Yo. Mike, check.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Houston, they continue to keep pace for that 1st round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.